So right now we're pouring and rinsing. We're pour in here, shaking as we go, making sure that the honey is fully dissolved, at least as dissolved as possible. It's appeared to have fully dissolved the 1.25 pounds approximately of honey that were left in the 3/4 of a gallon of cider in each of these jugs after I poured about 1/4 of a gallon out into here. So we should have easily a perfect mixture going on. So what I've got now is the 4 gallons plus 5 pounds, 80 ounces, so that's probably like, we have 128 ounces, so that's another 2/3 of a gallon. So we've got 4 2/3 gallons of mixture here. That's going to probably make 4 gallons of mead, not 3. So we'll do some testing here. May step it back to 3 gallons of cider and 5 pounds of honey, which will drop us down to about here. The gentleman at the brew store, which we go to barley and something, bacchus and barley corns or something, he said you want it to be just below the maximum diameter of this to allow, and I've read this in multiple things, where you don't want it up here for your original fermentation, hence it's probably not a good idea to just ferment directly in the 1 gallon jugs with yeast, because it'll blow out the top, number one. Number two, it won't get enough oxygen. In the first stage of 5 days of fermentation, you need plenty of oxygen to be able to dissolve in there for your yeast to be active and ferment. So this will give it a little area for it to blow and, you know, foam and do its bubbling and release of carbon dioxide, as well as, you know, having enough to overfill to the neck our 3 gallon carboy in the transfer of the first rack into the smaller batch. So then it will do its slow fermentation for a month at this level on the 3 gallon carboy. Anything left from this one, I'll pour into one of these 1 gallon jugs and I'll clean it, sterilize it, and then if there's leftover space in there, who knows, I may try some secondary fermentation processes with more honey or other fruit juices to throw in there. We'll just have to see when that time comes. Maybe just get another half gallon of apple juice and pour it in there with a half gallon of this stuff. So we'll show you that process when we get there, and then we'll show you the results. So right now, perfect timing. We are at 108 degrees. It's been going kind of slow. So we'll set this aside right here, throwing a cap of some type back on. We don't need that anymore, I guess. So we'll just throw our go-to portable, thick as all get-up wine glass. Take that to theater in the park, Shakespeare Festival, and such. So, pulling the lid here, and I threw a handful of grapes down the bottom. You can see they're probably pulling in water as fast as they can through those cell membranes right now. So we're at 108 degrees, which is within the range indicated on the back. And it's indicating that we must add wine must, which in this case would be our apple cider mixture and some grapes. So take a sip of wine before you proceed with your little butters here. Now this is still vegan because yeast is a fungus and not any type of organism. Oh, pardon me. So Mama is down in the business area. What are we talking about again? So it says to use 1 teaspoon per gallon of mead, 1 teaspoon per 5 gallon of honey beer, ½ teaspoon per gallon of must to correct slow or stuck fermentation. What are we doing then? Teaspoon per 5 gallon of honey beer. Well, we're kind of in between these of mead, honey beer. So we're going to use a teaspoon for the starter, which is about what I did last time. And then a teaspoon to sit overnight, working some wild fermentation magic in here, which we'll do after we shake and get a gravity reading. So, grrr. Plates. I think this is good. I put a plate over my raisins while they sat there. Stuff. I'm making a mess. This is going to make Eco-Daddy very unhappy. There we go. This lid is awesome. So the lid from this holds the spoon upright, and I'm making less of a mess now. So we're going to add a packet of yeast in here. I'm going to do a couple things. Let that be for a moment. And pour out this no longer hot water. Now I did not prepare my syringe because it's not going to go this deep into this one. They sell it Bacchus and barley corn. A massive stainless steel syringe for $10, which I will be buying on my next trip in. I set it aside last time because we were, not wanting to anger Eco Mama with the over budgeting. Then she approved it when I came back. What is this? Honey?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where you're.
So this may be dangerous. Don't try this at home. Wait. Do try this at home. Ugh. Okay. So this is the contraption I made for a makeshift airlock because I've got all my other airlocks on projects in the basement from the round one of brewing. This will allow me to get carbon dioxide out. I can just set this in a bucket of water and then the gas can come down and bubble up and it'll be awesome. So this may also be an awesome way to separate, if this goes absolutely ape stuff and bubbles and bursts and gets all over the place, then we will have a way to contain. If I sterilize this, I can just tip, pour into here. That'd be kind of cool. We're gonna wing it. Let's see what happens. If I sterilize this, did I not? We're just gonna go with this. So I'll pour into here and pour into there and pour a little bit everywhere. See what happens. So I think I was doing this to shake it up. We're still getting the exact process down. Haven't done this 100 times yet. Let's screw the marbles. I've lost my marbles. So I just want to make sure that my mixture is proper. Ugh. We're just going to go with it. We got it really well shaken in the gallon jugs. So we're going with pour out a cup and see where that gets us. Now you want to fill this about